right. Hello. Am I live? Says I am. Hello. What's up, everybody? My wonderful partner and I are on the hopefully like end of recovery on COVID. We're still a little sniffy and got a few coughs and stuff, but we're doing much better than we were a couple days ago. Yeah, so I'm really excited because I have been working my ass off on this expansion, which is an MPC expansion. It's also a sample pack that you can download if you don't have the MPC or whatever, but I've made custom kits. I've made bass sounds. I don't have any presets on here that I've made yet because I'm not quite confident in putting that out, but I'll probably do that in the future if this does pretty well. But yeah, I kind of just want to go over like some of the sounds and stuff and just like have fun. Yo, what's up, man? Just have fun, showing you my work, really, if that's cool with you all. We might do some drum synthesis later within this if I have the time, but I'm kind of on a little bit of a time crunch, so this isn't going to be the longest stream ever. At the same time, I'm just like ecstatic because like I said, I've been working on this forever. So yeah, this is the last kit that I have pulled up, which is labeled as the first one, but I mean, the sounds in here are absolutely huge. And I designed everything from scratch, and there's 15 kits that I have included, but there are like 50 kicks, 40 claps, 40 snares, so you can easily come into this if you want to. Actually, I'm just gonna do it through here, but you can just really big sounds. I left a couple of bells in here just in case if somebody wanted to throw some samples in here. I've also included some beats. Yeah, tons of kicks. Huge snares. I've also got like 20 stick hits. There's like over 700 percussive elements here. And then that's a huge long list. So there's just tons of stuff in here to kind of get into. I also think to buy such a sequencer. Yeah, so there's a lot of really cool stuff that I've included in here that are bass phrases. I've included like an actual like neuro stuff, not like your typical like, oh man, we're doing neuro stuff, and then you like are all disappointed because it's squelchy bass that somebody just sent a couple notches through or something. Like I actually went through and put the time in, and a lot of this stuff comes from the presets that I make from Faceplant, and I just bounced out quite a few phrases depending on how you like to work. I've also got just some simple like one-shot sounds. And everything is labeled except for the drums. The reason why I didn't label the drums is because they have multi-timbres on them, so. So the other thing that I did on these was I added a bass phrase on these, like long cuts, so that way if you like to get into something, like let's go ahead and maybe make a new track or something, and we can set this to like a key group, excuse me, and then we can go into our sample edit, program edit rather. We'll go into our sample, and then we'll load this one in to sample 1. So we can go there and do this. Let me see where that's at. Yeah, so there's a huge long thing right here. And I wonder, can I pull the sample itself up on this, or is it not going to do that? Program editor, maybe? Okay, so it only shows that. I actually want to see the sample though. Is there a way to do that? Oh, here we go. All right. So if we go into chop, then as we play and stuff, we can kind of find different regions and whatnot to kind of mess with. So by processing this, we can kind of break this into different chops and whatnot. Yeah, there's so much cool stuff in this. Pretty proud of this one. So we can process this, and then I think we go to function, and I think we go to slice. How do we do this? I'm not really I don't remember how we do this, but I want to say that you go to here and then maybe convert new drum program using slices, and then hit do it, and then now we should have our slices available for us. Stuff to like just get into fills and stuff there with. So I mean, really, I'm kind of just like it's almost like time to jump in, you know, because we can kind of just find something kind of like that, or maybe develop a drum groove that's somewhat reminiscent of that. Hey Dash, what's up, man? So also everybody go follow Dash, because he makes really high quality stuff, and I always talk about like how do I say this? Not like envious, but like how much admiration I have like when you do your demos and how high your production value is on your music. I think I was telling the story yesterday to everybody of like watching your Rift update, and just like how your song was already pretty much like a fully produced song, and it was just like a whip that you were working on that you probably put together in like 20 minutes. So yeah, okay, there's a little bit of envy in there, but anyways, everybody go follow Dash Glitch, because he makes really incredible music and tutorials. So yeah, I made these drums huge, and I did that on purpose because I wanted to create some kind of thing. Like, I haven't seen anybody make anything that's like drum and bass related or any kind of expansion like that within within the MPC Live. So and you can use these samples, of course, obviously with anything that you want, but I wanted everything to be like as big as possible. That's what she said, says Corey. Yeah, so with that, there's huge drums in here, and you know, we can kind of cycle through some of the kicks and stuff, and it's almost like I almost have so much that I want to show you that it's like kind of overwhelming. But I think I loaded up a different program, so let me see what this one is, and then we'll switch that one out into this one instead. Replace. Oh, that loaded the same one. So I'm trying to do a different drum program. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so these are just big. So this comes with the waves. Yeah, everything is like neatly organized. So we have the kicks, we have bells, basses, and the basses are labeled. We have claps. We've got different MIDI clips that you can toss in case if you want to be lazy. So I mean, we can kind of just toss that in if we wanted to do it. And what happens? Wait, I don't know if that did that or not, but we loaded that sequence in. But yeah, so I made some clips. There are stick hits. There are just a few acoustic loops in case if you want to like do like just like some regular drum processing. And then there's also the custom kits that work exclusively for the MPC. Then there's also these huge beats that I've curated. I think there's like 50 or so. So there's 20, 33, sorry. But even still, like, you can cut these up. And there's, you know, 87 BPM and also 85. Yeah. So a bunch of cool shit to kind of just get into and whatnot. And I really like wanted this to just be like, here's everything you need to like start an idea. It's not meant to like be the end all be all to like make you finish your idea. This is how you start a track. This is how you, or like, this is the tools that you can use to like get into making halftime stuff within like the swingy beats and all that, and then have material to play with to transition into, dude, thank you so much. That was really fast. Thank you. I hope that you love it. Let me finish the demo first though, because I want everybody to be really happy with what they purchased. But yeah, there's like 700 different percussion things in here, and some of them are really short, but some of them also have like some cool character. And I wanted to do this instead of provide hi-hats, because I think that like this helps kind of give you like a better sense of like having original drum stuff. Oops. But yeah, there's just a ton of this shit in here. And then like what's really cool is you can either, you know, choose from the different kits that I've created, which again, there are 15 of them, or you can kind of just quickly make your own kit, which I guess I can show you that. So let me, is there a way that I can like delete this shit? So again, I apologize because I'm not the most savvy with the MPC yet, but at the same time, I know a thing or two that we can use to kind of do the thing. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that there's also a way that you can use the velocity to sample select like a piece of audio. So I do kind of want to try that maybe a little bit later too. But so I'm a bit late on the train. What's happening? I'm making a sample pack. No, I'm showing you. I'm kind of showing off a sample pack that I've already made. So yeah, we can make a new drum program, and then we can just quickly grab some stuff. So let's turn the preview back on. So we can use that one there. That one's kind of cool. We can use that maybe like there. And then we don't really need a beat. Oh, I like that kick. And then let's find a snare. Oh, perfect. And then maybe let's find some kind of percussive thing. That one's kind of cool. It's kind of reminiscent of a hat. And then we can use that one too. And the other thing that I also wanted to bring about is that with doing some processing and stuff, see, I wish that this was demonstrating the same stuff that I was working with on here, but if you take a look over this way and you add some effects, like one thing that I was messing around with last night was a frequency shifter, and it was pretty damn cool. So let me find out where that is. Maybe harmonic. There we go. With only maybe like one or two effects, you can actually get some really cool shit. So this is the frequency shifter, and we're just going to set this to up, but yeah, so like there's some really cool, like you don't have to go very far in order to like, you know, manipulate some of this stuff to get it exactly how you want. But I guess I put it on the entire thing, which I didn't mean to do, but let's try that one more time. Yeah, man, like I'm a little bit slow with how all this stuff works, but at the same time, like it's still really fun, just because it's a little bit of a different approach to the workflow, but I fucked that up. But yeah, so super big sounds and whatnot, and maybe I'll get into doing like a quick sequence to record, because that's probably what people want to see anyways. But I'm going to go into the grid. I'm going to hit don't snap. I'm going to turn the time correction off. I need to save that as a template, but I'm going to move this over really quick and see if I can get something going. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these and kind of just nudge them a little bit over. Kind of like that. And nudge that over as well. Is that appearing on the... Okay, it's doing it late, but that's fine. And then I'm just going to move this stuff a little bit late. I have a tendency to play everything early, so there's that. But now it should be... Let's try that one more time. So with that, you know, it's not perfect or whatever, but that's why I do this stuff, is because it's good practice, right? And that's kind of one of the things that I would like to do in the future, is to see if I can get myself into a place of, you know, doing some live sequencing or something, or live beat making. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I thought that I had a key group here. Oh, here we go. Oh, sick. Okay, awesome. Alright, so one thing that I need to go back and fix is just like the length of this slice, but as far as just like having something at the jump off point to kind of mess with... Oh, there it is. Oh, there they are. Oh, all the plugins came up over here. Okay, now I know that. But yeah, so so with that, we can kind of just use that and kind of plug one of those in on each 1/4 bar. So we can kind of just do that. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I wanted that to be on the 1. There we go. So place one of those on each one. Obviously the touch bar is not the most accurate, which this might even be easier to do with the mouse, but I'm purposely like not trying to do that. Right there. Oh, come on. But now that we have that, we already kind of have like a starting basis with in which to, you know, maybe I'll go back and correct the drums or whatever. But again, that's why this is here, is because we could just fuck around with this and like have fun and not really worry about whether or not we make good music or not. That was the reason why I invested in this, was because I was like, you know what, it's okay to make shitty music, but let's try to get it maybe a little bit closer to making not so shitty music with everything that we touch. So now I'm going to try to get into this and see if I can zoom in a little bit and see how long the slice is, because I don't want the whole thing to play. So we'll just go until the waveform kind of dies out, which I think is right here. A little bit more. Yeah, that's pretty close. Sick. Okay, so then I think it's good to go, right? I think. Hopefully. Awesome. Okay, so now we can get into this piece right here on this pad because we have a drum group and we can actually process that if we wanted to. Hey Scurry, how are you? Does my partner like glitch music, or is she constantly annoyed by the sound of alien invasions? It's probably a bit of both.
Does this explain anything?
What?
No, I'm kidding.
I mean, that's fine.
Embrace all music, including the avant-garde.
She's probably tired of me making fart noises, but, you know, aside from that, I think it's probably pretty chill. So, yeah, some other stuff that we can do with this that can be kind of fun is we can actually manipulate this as well. So we can actually turn this into, I know I was joking about a notch earlier, but you can use band reject on this and play around with the frequency range just to see if anything interesting comes out. Okay, that's really cool. So I was under the impression that the read and write was supposed to be there, but I think we can just go to the grid editor right here and then go to this thing and then go to add new, pad, filter, cutoff, excuse me, and then we should be able to draw in some automation kind of like this. Maybe not. What? Velocity, volume, probability. Wait, what happened there? What happened to the filter cutoff? Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you got to double click. Alright, so I'm just going to do this with the mouse because it's going to be a little bit easier, but what we can do is just get rid of that there and then create this. Is this only a step mode? That's weird. But okay. Maybe we can duplicate. I'm still unfamiliar with, oh, cancel, no. I'm still unfamiliar with how this stuff works, but it has to be playing. You can draw in the automation. I just don't remember how to do it for the automation to come through. Right, but what I'm saying is, with this, I'm trying to get like curves, or like not a stepper, but I'm trying to see if there's a way to do that. Without it like being blocky, or without it doing like a sample and hold type deal, because I want it to be like an automation curve. So like, yeah, what's up with that? Okay, it's fine. That's part of the learning process though, so I think I'll just do this by hand. I'll set this to right, and that could be it too. Maybe I needed to set that to right. Hey Greedo, what's up? Am I controlling program level, playhead, time correct, current track, sequence tempo? Okay, that's fine. So we'll go back into our main, and then we'll pull this back up, and then we'll just do it by hand, because why not? Alright, ready? Another question about the expansion: it doesn't by any chance come with some Bitwig sampler presets? It doesn't, because it wasn't made for Bitwig. But dude, just hit me up after stream and I'll just send you some, okay? I mean, I'm happy to send you stuff for me anyways, but that could be cool for those who don't have MPC but still want the sounds. Yeah, well, they were made in Phase Plant, but yeah, I'm happy. Just hit me up after the stream and I'll send you some stuff. It sounds like there's a choke that's happening right now. Yeah. So we can kind of add that one, and then we can adjust the as well. So kind of like that little like weird. There's no quantize on this, and I kind of just did everything by either fucking it up and botching it or nudging it. Mostly me just fucking up and botching it. So, yeah, we can kind of use that at the end of this, and maybe I'll just plug that in. Get back in a nudge. And so now what we can do is we can find a plugin here. This is awesome, man. I'm having so much fun right now. We might need to add some stuff to this just because it's not very loud in comparison. I could gain stage everything, but why do that? Like, let's make everything louder. So let me see if I can just grab a limiter here and alright, so let's go back to main, and then should be a shift. Hide. There it is. Alright, cool. So I made this in E flat. We could maybe try Phrygian because that's what I make everything in. I haven't tried it or anything, but I could maybe just try to find a bell or something. found something cool. Dope. Yeah, I appreciate you guys' patience because, again, I'm moving kind of slow on this, but even still. You right, honey? I thought you were laughing at me. I was like, what are you making fun of me for? All right, so now what I want to do, what I would like to do is there a way to like double this content? Because I would like to like duplicate this and shift copy maybe and set this to 4 bars. Move the playhead over this way. Oop. There we go. And then go paste. Awesome. Let's do the same thing here. We got 4 bars. And just copy everything over. I guess I missed a kick. Oh, I did. Okay. No, I'm not going to do that. That's way too much fucking work. Bruh. Please. Just do what it is. There we go. Now there's a kick on the 1. And then I guess I can just do this here. Just for the sake of efficiency. Okay. And then do I ever plan on moving my streams to Twitch? No, I don't. And the reason why is because I actually came from Twitch and I moved over to YouTube. It is a conversation that I want to have with people about something because I hear that Twitch finally added because a lot of smaller YouTubers that I watch move stream to Twitch and I can't use Twitch. I'm logged out and can't get back or make a new account. Did you get like banned or something? But no, yeah, I started on Twitch, but they have like 0 discoverability, and so I stopped doing that. Now I don't know what happened here, but something got all fucked up. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. There we go. Sick. All right. So we fixed that. Now we need to lay down our 3rd track here, which sometimes it's easier to. I thought I was using a plugin. Oh. Yo, opinions on Dawson Abyss and Dawson Nova. I mean, I've heard really good things. Hi, Vincent, by the way, but I have not tried them. I'll just say that much. All right, so now let's go ahead and record. the kind of guy that like, I just got both today, and so I'm so excited to try them out. Yeah, I'm not really the kind of person to like hop on every single new plugin that comes out. I think, well, I wouldn't say that Data Broth is like that either, but I think that he's probably like the plugin guru dude. And I think that he worked with them. He might have some presets coming out with him or something too, so he would be the channel to go to. But my thing is like, I'm really trying to actually like hone down on just the tools that I need. Data Broth, DATABROTH. You've probably seen him before. He's a really, really nice person and very knowledgeable in the field of all things sound design. Very different sound design than what I do, but even still, he doesn't really talk on stream, but he does a lot of streaming in general of just covering plugins and stuff to help you make an informed decision. Oh, we'll look him up. He's coming up. We're trying to help him get to 10K. Hey Ruan, how's it going? Hello chat. Yeah, so I mean, we pretty much came up with a beat concept, and now we can stem this out, or we can kind of continue to add to it or something. He's digital. He's not even real. He's just digital. So something else that we can do too to kind of have some fun is I'm fine and I'm doing good, man. I'm just having fun with this with this new track or like with this sample pack that I just put out, and we're kind of just going through and having some fun and like just putting ideas together. So the other thing that we can do too is we can add in maybe as like one more thing. We can come into this and let me find out where it is. Sorry, I'm looking for my beats now. Where my beats at? I wish that this had like an actual category as opposed to just samples. I suppose I can. Perfect, that's the one I want. So let's go ahead and toss that into the sample pool, I think. And then we can go to sample edit. And then we can go to trim, we can go to chop, and then we can go to threshold. Awesome, that worked out extremely easy. Then we can go to convert, new program using new slices, and then we can go to our main. So now we can, play different stuff over these. So something else that we might want to do to kind of mess with this as well is I would like to go to the program, maybe shift. I'd like to go to the overall thing and change the tuning of it. So let's see what we can do there. Oh no, yeah, that's why. Okay, I'm gonna leave that as is, and I'm gonna go to program edit. And then with this, we can change all this stuff up and go to samples, global, mono. Hold on one second. Let me see where this is. Here it is. I was like looking right at it, and I think that we can change this up, I think. So. And then what's really cool is that, like, I didn't know this, but you actually have a whole different set of effects on here that are dedicated to like the actual drum groove. They're called like drum effects, I think. And so like you've got just a ton of options and a ton of like, well, you don't have unlimited effects, but you have more than you probably need, even for me. What's my most favorite and most used warp mode in Bitwig? Probably beats mode or slice mode, I'd say. Slice mode would be equivalent, whatever that word means. Equivalent of, it'd be equivalent of beats mode in Ableton. So let's put some chorus on this, and then I'll pull up the plugin here so that way you guys can also see what I'm doing as well. Well, you can change the format on most of them. So like cyclic, sorry, I gotta go soon. Need to help my mom with something. Talk to you later. All right, dude. Thanks for coming in. Cyclic, elastic, I think. And then actually I use repitch quite a bit. I actually probably use repitch mode more than anything now that I think about it, because that's what I use to make percussion with. Is this even working? I don't know if it is or not. Okay, what happened there? It deleted the effect. Okay, now that's working for sure. Man, the effects on here sound so good. Let's try a flanger as well, just for fun. Let me move this over here so you can see what I'm doing. Awesome. All right, so now between that, we can kind of add some kind of percussion to this. So what I might do is I've got plenty of videos on Ableton's vocoder. I have a video where I vocode a neurobass with another neurobass because you can put synths inside of it. I also have a tutorial on how to make heavy vocoded percussion. I have a tutorial on how to do color bass where I use a vocoder. I mean, everything you want to know is on my channel with regarding that kind of stuff. Alright. No way, how'd I miss those? Well, because unfortunately the next problem that I'm trying to solve is if you go to my channel and you look at my videos, this is what you get. And I've mitigated some of it by putting stuff in playlists, but if you go to my channel and you look up my videos, this is what you get. It's hella chaotic and unorganized, and I don't know how to organize this. But look at, like, these all look the same, and a lot of these are streams, and then a lot of times you can't even access them. Well, most people can't access them because of the streams and stuff. I just lost you guys. Hold on, I lost chat. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. But yeah, like, this is hella convoluted, but if you look up Alckemy vocoder, I did a lot of videos on this when it first came out. So here's a vocoder trick with a neurobass, bass tutorial, using vocoders on snares. So yeah, it's there. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me pull this off screen so that way I can find you all again. And I don't know what happened there. I'm still live, right? I hope. Yeah, okay, I'm still live. Hey, I made my own personal playlist to organize the drum masterclass videos. Customize your homepage with playlists. Damn, I'm gonna have to scroll through. Well, I do have playlists. That's what I'm saying, is like I do have that, but it's not perfect and it's not the best. I'll watch them all. Yeah, they're pretty easy to sit through, but just as a means of what the fuck is going on here? Oh, I was getting ready to record. Um, but just as a means of like, are they there? Then they're there. 2, 3. Alright, let's try that again. Stop. This is something that like I'm so spoiled with Bitwig about, because normally we could just highlight all of these and then hit like a slider knob over on the left to kind of like, I guess not normalize them, but average them out. But I forget that in other DAWs, like you got to do this shit by hand. That's fucking crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete these, and then we can kind of just keep the same pattern here. Just because it doesn't really make a lot of sense to like do every single one, because people aren't going to notice that shit anyways. So kind of just do that and then highlight them all and duplicate. Unless if you're like me that can't play like anything in time and everything's all fucked up, then well, maybe I should be more true to myself and more honest. Should be more honest, Alckemy. Be honest with your music, bro. Your shit's unquantized. You can't play anything in time. You play the wrong chords all the time. The only thing that you're good at is designing a bass. All right. So yeah. One of the new features that they added in the MPC is they've added ratchet, so that's kind of cool. So maybe we could do like a 4 repeat right there. That didn't even sound cool. But I mean, yeah, we created like this cool little like, I don't know, like swelling type of sound with these bass phrases and stuff. And also, Dash, are you still here? Because there's some stuff that I want to talk to you about that regarding like the bass phrases and stuff that I've been doing that I wanted to show you. I've kind of talked about it already on stream, and I've done it yesterday, but there's some stuff that like you can get some cool fucking shit from what I've been doing lately. So yeah, we made a beat, and then I guess we can save it, and then maybe we can do a different one or find a different chop or something. But this is a sketch, right? We have a main section, and we have pretty much a 4-bar loop that we can use to kind of create other sequences out of. And this to me is where, at least in my opinion, this is where the MPC shines the most, is with beat sketching and doing things on a physical level, and doing things to just like sketch out ideas quickly. And maybe not even quickly, just, you know, a different approach to music. Like we just made a halftime tune, and it's not the best, it's not amazing, but we created something that we can use and like to take to the DAW later. And I think that like when I first had my MPC Akai, I hated it, and I was really disappointed with it because I wanted to make like a full track with it. And I suppose you can if you really want to, but there's this like efficiency drop off. No, I haven't, but I will after I'm done streaming, because that sounds really cool. But as far as like sketching, like this is where this shines the best, is sketching beats. And that's really what I wanted to do, was provide a bunch of content for you that you can use to sketch your beats with, or to sketch halftime beats with, or to just like get an idea going, right? Nothing is sidechain, nothing is mixed, everything is loud as fuck. And I wanted that to be that way. And so through everything that I've provided, that's like super fun to kind of just like to do all this. So we can do an audio mix down, we can save the project, so we'll save that. Now, would you guys like to see me do a question just for everybody who's here? Do you guys want to see me do another project, or would you like to see me do maybe, I'm going to save that in the EOS digital. We'll call this beat sketch 1. Would you guys like to see me maybe do some drum design within the MPC itself? And then, yeah, we'll just save it there, just like that. Now, eventually, like, I want to get the setup to where the template, like the sidechain template is set up, and then that way it can be a little bit better mixed and whatnot. But, I mean, you know, for just tossing some stems together and chopping some samples and stuff, like, this is exactly what I wanted this pack to be. And I was really afraid, actually, because I didn't want to put out, for one, some garbage, but two, like I wasn't really sure how these drums and stuff were going to sound. But I mean, we can just load up a different kit and, you know, get to work. Let's see what this one has. Awesome. So we can, you know, just kind of hop into that. And is there a way that I can make this metronome louder? Like, I need the loudest fucking metronome that you can possibly imagine, just because I cannot for the life of me play on time, which is somewhat a good thing here. But yeah. Whoa, that's 120. Why is that 120? My template is supposed to be 85. Or maybe we can even do like 90, because that would be cool, like more of like a neural hop thing or something. Oh, you bastard. It fucking quantized it. I was like, man, I played that so well. Finally, for once. Oh no. Fuck yeah. So now, I guess we'll just kind of get into shifting some of this shit. Shifting some shit. Alright, so this one right here needs some love with that swing. Nice. Okay, that's way cleaner than the other ones that I did, or the last beat that I did. So we can kind of just nudge all of these snares a little bit late now, and that will kind of help everything kind of gel together, I think. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to, where is it? Shift, delete. Wait. Shift, cut, select, shift, copy, paste, undo, shift, paste. Okay, dope. So now we can kind of take this and all right, and then what we can also do with this is kind of go back into our main, and then we can apply some other kind of interesting effect to this. Sure, let's try that. And then maybe we can do that frequency trick, or frequency shifter trick again. I hope that you guys are having as much fun as I am, because this is really fucking cool. Just to be able to, you know, like have this material that I came up with, that I made, you know, I'm like, ah, man, like I'm able to reap the benefits of just all this work that I put into this. Time. All right, so now we can go back into main. Hey Ian, congrats on your MPC expansion. It's sounding awesome. Yo, thanks, dude. It's really fun, and I think a lot of you guys were here while I was putting it together, and yeah, it's just one of those things that, you know, like I said, I was really worried about. I don't know if alright, let's throw that one in. So now we can kind of surf through this and figure out Schnorr, PG, fat bounce. There we go. And then we can go into this and trim it. How are you doing, Jason? What's good, man? All right, I'm going to shift this over a bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe into regions. Ooh. There's something there for sure. Hanging in, bro. You seem to be feeling a little better each day. I hope your significant other is as well. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're pretty fortunate because her job is pretty chill on, like, hey, stay home, you know, and get better. But the only thing that I could think of is maybe her going stir crazy from being home so much. She's I think I am more of the introvert of the two-person family. She looked at the floor, raised her eyebrows, and shook her head violently. So what does that tell you? is so fucking fun. That is so cool. All right. Let's see if I can actually get a good take. And like one thing that I've realized like with making this kind of music is that if you have like donks and stuff, like that makes this kind of music so much easier to create, because like the percussive nature of these is really what I think helps this kind of stuff shine. And as opposed to like having like sustained hits, you know, that are just like, you know, arbitrary neural fills and all that, if you have stuff like that where it's like then that works really well in our favor. So yeah, I guess I'll just kind of try to lay this down and make this interesting. Record 3. Did that record? No, it didn't. And the reason why was because I didn't convert this to the slices. So I'm gonna have to do that again. Do it. Drum group. Awesome, man. Yeah, the more percussive stuff, the better. And excuse me. I think that that was like a missing component to making shit like this that's really fun. And I would actually argue that like I'm actually liking these ideas and these bass lines better than like if I were to do this by hand. Just because the way that these phrases are set up and the way that the chops are kind of coming about, it's making it really fun to kind of come up with something rhythmically in that way, because it feels more organic for one, but it also like helps. I think that like when you're able to bang out a groove like this, it really helps kind of set that stuff to come out more forward. Like, so, yeah, I guess we'll just try to stick to the main idea that I had from before, which is and then I can kind of just like vary it from that and like maybe change, you know, how things are going from there. But let's go ahead and record that in, and then we'll figure out what we want to do from there. Okay, obviously, my timing is fucking terrible as usual, but even still, like, it's still really fun. And then what we can even do is maybe find, you know, like something kind of like that. And then maybe what we can also do on this one is we can go into our sample editor, and then we can just pitch this up by 1. Maybe we want to go to program edit. There we go. Okay, so maybe on that one too, we can kind of switch that around and see if there's another sample that we can find that might be kind of cool. Okay, that only did that to 16, so. Oh. Which one is that? Oh, that's the second pad. See, like, that's actually sounding like a bass line, you know, because it's playing along with the rhythm. And like, I guess like having the chops like that makes it really fun, because it's not even so much as in like, you know, do these fills to everything. It's more of like, here's a percussive element that actually is like hitting with that. And you've got some stuff within these bass phrases excuse me, that not only have like the donks and stuff, but also have like the sustained notes. So you have a combination of both that you can kind of use those fills in and create like really cool stuff. But like I said, man, I think like one of the most exciting things about this pack in general is that this has never been done before. Nobody's put this kind of shit out on the market. Like, I'm literally the first person to do this. And what's up, Judah? And that's why it's so exciting. I'm not the first person to put out a halftime pack, but I am the first person to come out with, at least as far as I know, a halftime expansion that is actually like, is it, do you need me to get it off, honey?
No, so I'm gonna go outside because I'm gonna get outside anyway, but
Okay.
when I come back, I have a meeting at 2:15, so I'm gonna go immediately into like the meeting, and so the only thing that will need to happen is you'll just need to have headphones on or leave.
Okay.
But it should be short, it should be 15-20 minutes, and then it should be done.
Hold on one sec, guys.
Say what?
I was telling them to hold on one sec because I was listening to you. Okay. Yeah, so I got a little bit of time left. But yeah, so from that, nobody's done this before, and this is actually something that we can use to like make cool shit. At least like get an idea going, right? Distortion, grinding. Now, is there a way, does anybody know like a way to monitor? I would like.
Do you want to keep this in up?
Yes, please, baby. I would like to be able to like visually show what I'm doing right here as well, but I guess I'll just kind of like maybe play around with some effects and see if I can find something else interesting. But hold on one second. Let me get out of this because I'm on pad. I want to actually do this to the entire group, but I don't know if I can or not, so I'm just fucking around with. That's fine. But yeah, just playing with effects live and stuff like that is super fun. And you know, like I said, there's a lot of shit that you can kind of just mess with that kind of gets all into that. Let's see, what else do we got? And we can apply different effects to each. Like that one's super sick. So Bitwig looking different. What's up, man? This is the MPC Live. I'm sure you could expect if you clicked on the video, but I'm just kind of covering an expansion that I made. It's also a sample pack in case if you don't have the MPC, but there's just a bunch of stuff that I'm kind of going through to have fun with and see what we can go through just to have a good time. I'm kind of curious as to if this is gonna do anything. That's cool. That creates like some kind of stereo, or it's a harmonizer, so that's kind of neat. But yeah, just fucking around with. Oh, so this isn't Bitwig at all then? Well, no, can't lie. And I just can't lie. Dun, 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 dun. So the only thing that I wish that this had was like just maybe a multi-stage envelope with a filter on it or something. That would be like my next wish list for this, because it would be kind of cool to be able to take something like this and be able to kind of, oh shit. So maybe that would be kind of neat to put that over the whole thing, because I think that halftime thing or whatever is or half speed rather, is kind of like the halftime from Cable Guys. You can always ask questions, bro. I love questions. Alright, dope. So now maybe something that we can try to think about is adding some kind of melody or something to this, which hype is actually super fucking sick. I just like the way that the plugin looks on its own. Loving the expansion sample pack. Have a good day, Chad and Alckemy. Yo, Judah, thanks so much for coming in, man. I really appreciate it. So we're going to come out of this and kind of go into our root note here, which is E flat, minor, maybe Phrygian, pentatonic major, Dorian, Phrygian. And set that to 0. And obviously I would want that to be a little bit louder just because it's not very interesting on its own when it's quiet like that. And this is like, they do that because we're meant to, you know, gain stage everything and whatnot. But for me, like, I wanted this shit to work right out of the box, and I'm pretty happy that it's like, nope, it's ready to go. It is ready to go. Alright, so now I'm gonna go into menu. Wait, what? What the fuck? Where's the customize? Okay. That should be there. There we go. So there's a bunch of cool shit on this that we can kind of surf through that. Right. Do you think you're better off alone? Do you think you're better off alone?
Look here, kid. Let me ask you something. Do you think you're better off alone?
Working on some shirt graphics right now that we had discussed. Oh, dude, thanks. Hey, Ty Blee, thank you so much for coming in. That would be awesome, man. Really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to our lesson as well. So let me know when you're ready for that. And I hope you're feeling better. I am feeling better. I'm still kind of fucked, but it's getting better for sure. Okay, sick. So I really like that. It's a little bit too loud, of course, but maybe I can kind of pull back on the overall volume if I can figure out where the fuck I am. Let me see where the high plugin is. Maybe. Oh, here. It's all the way over here. So is this over here maybe somewhere? Yeah, like, look how cool this plugin is. And I like that this kind of shows all the... That's way too many fucking tabs, actually. I lied. But, yeah, like, it's a really pretty plugin, actually. And then, like, being able to see this on here as well. Wavetable? This has a wavetable synth? There we go. Alright, so let's record that out. Right, so now we can maybe find something else that sounds kind of cool. I don't know, we'll just pull up like Odyssey or something and see if we can get something else that's kind of interesting. I don't really know if there's anything in here that's interesting or not, but I haven't really gone through and fucked with the presets on this, and I haven't made my own. That's actually kind of cool, so maybe we can... What the fuck is this? And then maybe we can just come into this, into main, add a reverb. What is a nonlinear reverb? I don't really know, but that's cool that it has a low cut on here, though. That's awesome. There's way too much pre-delay. And then we can add our limiter here. Dynamics. Limiter. Just turn this shit up. Okay. I mean, right? Like, fuck, man. Like, I'm really proud of myself for this. Not because I made a banger on this, but because this pack has a lot of good shit. That's what I'm most happy about. Is I think that I nailed it with this pack. Just as a means of having fun and like getting some ideas together and being able to use it. That's really what I wanted to show this off about. And like for me, like my workflow is very slow on this, and I apologize because like I'm not as efficient as putting stuff together. As far as like, how do you say? As far as like Bitwig or something. But even still, for just having some fun. Like, there's a ton of shit in here that's really easy to get started. Probably want that to be 4 bars, but even still, we can go back into the menu and then go back into our program edit. And then maybe I can change the thing here. There we go. I want this to be more of a square wave. Nice. Alright, so now what we can do is we can record from start. Alright, and now what we can do is we can just kind of like alternate with turning some stuff off, because we've kind of got a bunch of ideas that we can automate from here to kind of like play around with muting and all that other stuff. So Yeah, man. So like, there's just a bunch of shit that is really fun to kind of hop into from that. And I don't know if this pack does well. Like, I'll definitely make another one. But yeah, like I said, it's just been a ton of fun to make. And like I said, there's just a bunch of shit to go through that I think will keep people busy for a long time of just making beats like this. And that's really what I wanted to do was I wanted to get something that's physical, but I needed to get my own sounds in here. I needed to get my own my own shit that I've been doing for years. And so what I did was I made this pack for you all, but I also made it for me. And having all the bass phrases in here and stuff. You know, just a bunch of shit like that, and like having like real, I'm going to say this and I apologize, but like having, in my opinion, like real authentic neurobasses, real authentic drums that actually sound like, you know, they're inspired by Chi and Cage for sure. Like, come on. You know. But I made everything, man. Like this is definitely like a love letter to all the sound design that I've been doing the past few years. That it's also like this is kind of like, this is my sound, and I'm pretty proud of that. So yeah, does anybody have any questions about the pack, or does anybody have anything that you would like to see me do within the MPC that you might be interested in looking at? Or I don't know. It's just super fun and super cool. And like I said, I was really worried about this pack being hot garbage, and it turned out to be really fucking sick. And so I'm pretty pleased with it, regardless of if anybody buys it or not. Damn it. But yeah, I guess, you know, for now we can kind of just maybe save this, and then maybe, how much time do I have? I got a little bit of time. I've got like 45 minutes, so maybe I can do one more quick beat sketch. Let's go ahead and save this. And I wanted to do, there's a couple of things that I wanted to do today. I wanted to demo the beat sketch 2. I wanted to demo the OP4 on this as I have a trial for it. I don't think I'm going to buy it, but I wanted to demo that. But one thing that I could also do is I could make some drums on here if you want. If you'd rather see that, or if you want to see me put another beat together, we can do that as well. But if anybody in the chat is active, then let me know what you guys want to see, and I'd be happy to kind of spend some time on that. Global, bro. I guess like it deleted my template though. I don't really know what's up with that. But yeah, I guess we can load up another kit, or we can actually, let's just go ahead and do this from scratch. So we can go this way, and then we can go to samples here and go to expansions, and the expansion is already made, as you can see, which is super cool. Wait, can you see that? I'm not sure. Hopefully. But let's load. Awesome. And then we can go back into this one, and we can find a kick. I actually really like that. Am I using any outboard gear with the MPC? Nope, it's just the MPC that's hooked up to the computer. Awesome, man. Ah, oh, dude, fuck. All right, so we can load that there. Yeah, man, like I said, dude, like I tried to make these fucking kicks and snares and shit just like as big as fucking possible. And at least as far as like having something to start out with, I don't know if it's the MPC or what, but this is fucking big. We can probably load that one in. And then I think that I want to fuck with that too. All right, so let's go ahead and lay that down, and then we can kind of like mess with the pitches of the samples and stuff and have some fun with that. 2, 3, 4. That actually works out. Actually, it doesn't work out because it fucking quantized. Stop it. Turn that shit off. All right, let's try that one more time. So obviously I've botched that up, but it's okay because we can just we can duplicate this and then kind of move. Actually, I'm gonna focus on this one for a sec and make that one a little bit later and move that over to there. Okay, so now that we have something like that, what I'm going to do is get into some of these and maybe just mess with the pitches and some of that. So, not that one. So now we can, no, we can overdub. Now we can pull up a new track. Go to menu. throw that in the sample pool. Then we can go to program edit, go to samples. Program 1. And then go to menu, maybe sample edit, trim. And we can find like 8 chops or something. Wait, fuck. Oh, okay, so where that one starts, the next one has to... Maybe what I'll do is I'll move this one here. Whoa. Alright, I don't know what the fuck happened there, but we can convert this, doing that, and then we go to main, and then we go to track 1. What happened there? But I guess we lost the... I guess we lost a bunch of shit. I don't know what the fuck happened there. That's 17. I think we need 32. Okay. So is there, I think there is, I think I want to go copy this one to that one. Oh wait, no. Copy this pad to that pad. Undo. Copy that one to that one. Do it. Nice. Okay. I'm getting there. I'm figuring this shit out. So now we can, I'm going to move this to E, maybe. There we go. So now we can kind of... I'm in the process of buying a new audio interface for the MPC. I'm bummed out that it only has 2 channels. Even the X only has 4 inputs. Resampling hardware is pain in the moment. What do I have? I just have cables that go directly into, well, for one, like, what are you resampling? But I have two different cables. I've got one that, where's my bag? That was a cool sound. And I guess I lied. I do have, like, my general interface from my computer is just an M audio, but it only has two inputs. But, what's it called? What was I talking about? Yeah, it's, I don't have any, like, actual, like, hardware outboard gear, though. I thought that's what you meant. Sorry. No. I've got two cables. One that goes into the iPhone, and then one that goes into, the other. But this one is for recording or going into, like, I can plug this into the interface, or I can actually plug this into the headphone port of the M audio, so I can record from the computer into the MPC if I wanted to. And then this little guy is where is that? There should be another thing right here somewhere, but this guy plugs into your phone, and then I have like an iPhone cable thing or whatever that goes in and plugs into that in case if I want to sample from the phone. And then I've got just a regular aux cord that's like 10 feet long. So that way, if I want to plug into like a giant speaker over there on the right, then I can do that too. So there's that. But I'm kind of curious now where that other thing is. But yeah, you definitely, if you have an iPhone, you definitely have to have one of those adapters, because that kind of takes away the whole purpose if you don't have it. Oh, here it is. Oh, that's the other thing that I have. So I also have an iRig too. So this can actually plug into, the reason why I actually have this is because if I want to record, like into my phone, then I can actually hook this up into my MPC like this, and then whenever I'm recording video on this, I can actually get the sound from the MPC into that with the iRig 2. So that's why I have that. So I've definitely got like quite a few cables to fuck with and stuff, but what I'd like to do is eventually, and what I'm working towards, is like doing some promo videos to where like I have a Virus Polo and Mono in one and MS-101 on the other. Damn, that's a lot. I'm still trying to devise a way to reach out to Teenage Engineering to get them to send me an OP1, because I would love to play with that while I'm at someone else's house or something, or just go to a park and fucking forget about the day or something. But I say that like I have time to do that anyways. I don't, but you know, one can fantasize, right? But yeah, I definitely wish that I would have bought, or like I would have waited and spent a little bit of extra money on an MPC Live 2, so that way I could just play from the speaker. But even still, you know, it's not that bad, and it's pretty much the exact same hardware. Like, you get the same specs, you get the same stuff, you just don't have the speaker, and I mean a few less buttons or whatever. But as far as coming up with ideas and stuff and being able to use this, like, I also have a portable speaker that I purchased, which is a billion times louder than the MPC Live 2. It's just fucking heavy. It's like 25 pounds, but it would be cool. Like, so I live in Vegas, and like something else that I've been thinking about is, you know, coming up with some kind of beat sketch idea, and then pulling that into the MPC, and then going like to somewhere that's like a lookout on the strip, and then like doing a video where I'm just like making a beat or something. I think that would be really fucking cool. And I think that would be a lot of fun to do, to where I can kind of just like put a camera up and by the side, and then like the speaker has lights and stuff, so I can kind of just sit outside and like put something together. It's still in development, and I'm still like trying to get the practice in with the Akai MPC, because I'm not there yet. But I mean, fuck, how cool would that be? But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, this is just a great investment, and I've had so much fun making this. I've ordered an RME interface 802, so that's 8 ins and 8 outs in the MPC through USB. Holy shit, that's fucking crazy. I'm guessing, like, is the MPC like really integrated within your workflow, or like is like, are you an MPC head? Is that like, would that be safe to say? I don't want to assume anything by any means, but I am curious as to like, you know, how your overall approach is and stuff, and I'm curious as to like, no? What? Why do you have so much shit then? Just started with the MPC platform? Wait, did you just start music, or do you mean like you started making music with an MPC? Sorry, text is imperfect, right? So I guess like the last thing that I want to do is I want to find an instrument. I forget what this is. So I've got these other things that are in this, like this. And what I want to do with this is throw that in there. I heard that there's a way, let's say I'm making a DAW setup, but there's no way of connecting all the outboard gear. Yeah, I guess that is kind of troublesome, huh? I guess what you could do is, like, aside from the interface, you could maybe like get a crazy ass field recorder that has everything hooked up. Because like even though you said that you're getting an interface, you're still gonna have the trouble of recording, right? Because unless if you have that set up, no, never mind. I'm stupid. You could just fucking set that to the. You can just record inside the MPC. Duh. So let me go here really quick. One thing that I heard from a little birdie, although I'm not really sure if you can do it or not, is I heard that you can actually set this here to you can use the velocity to change the sample offset. Do you know of anything like that? Because that's one thing that I actually really want to experiment with. So as opposed to chop, we'll go into program edit now. And I heard that you could do this. And if you can, then this is going to make all this stuff that I created like way more viable. 8 outs are for the hardware effects. Oh, 6, so you're going to do like pedals and stuff? So I think what we go to, let's try global, maybe modulation. Okay, so here's the sample, envelopes, velocity modulation. And I saw that you could do it on a different thing. Oh, here we go. Okay. So pitch, filter cutoff, pitch bend. Where would this be? Quantize that. And then there's a sample offset in here somewhere that can route CV straight into modular setups too. Do you have an MPC as well, Scurrying? Global, transpose, note on. Let's set this to mono. Now, again, if I'm not mistaken, there is a way to play this semitone offset. Here we go. So the velocity here can change the offset of this, I believe. So I'm going to turn this off. Okay, that's not doing what I wanted to do, but do you guys know anything about this? I do not, out of budget, I'm afraid, just interested. It's pretty fun, for sure, but this isn't doing what I want it to do, unfortunately. But there is a way to do this, and I don't know how to do it yet. But basically what I'm trying to do is there is a way to offset the sample based off of the velocity. And I'm like, all right, well, how the fuck do I do that? Maybe turn that down. Velocity attack, cutoff, depth, it's a filter envelope. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I know that there's a way to do it. I just don't know how to fucking do that. Or they changed it, rather. Which is fine, I guess, because we can kind of just set these to chops. But the reason why I wanted to have this was because we could play different pitches. But also... That sounds really cool. Yeah, I don't know how to do this, but when I figure this out, this is going to be fucking sick because, again, I think I'm 95% sure that there's a way to do this. There's also some random mods on here, which is kind of cool. So the noise would be considered to be random. So you can essentially assign stuff to this. Oh, I guess you can send it to a filter or the pitch or the amp. Yeah, so yeah, like a lot of shit to kind of play with and get into. And unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot about this. There's a lot that I've learned for sure, but I'm still not quite I haven't mastered this yet by any means. But even still, we can kind of That's cool. Nice. We can even set this to like 32 regions maybe, so that way we've got an extra. Nice. That's fucking awesome, guys. That is so much fun. I think that like doing this stuff, the reason why I'm enjoying this so much is because, for one, I'm really happy with the quality of the sounds, but the other thing is like hearing my sounds in a new light and like a new way to come up with these kinds of beats and stuff kind of helps me come up with these ideas that I normally wouldn't approach. And that's the whole reason why I bought an MPC in the first place, was to change not even necessarily my workflow, but just the way that I think about how stuff comes together. And if you think about it on a base level, this shit makes sense. And the reason why it makes sense is because when we first learn to make music, we usually think about loops, or we usually think about chops, or we usually think about like pre-made stuff. And so getting to a point to where, you know, we can come up with some cool drums or come up with a cool groove, I think is the hardest part, because once you have that, then you can start to play with stuff like this and come up with these interesting things. So I guess, like, you know, for this we can hit do it, and now we've got, you know, some chops to play with, and then right, so now what we can do is we can go back to this and then go to this whole thing, to where we go to program edit, and then is there a way to change the sample trigger mode? Envelopes. Surely there's a way to do that, to where it's not the whole thing. That's fine. So yeah, we go here and we go to our drum groove. And then what we can do from there is like, that's awesome, man. Like I normally wouldn't come up with this stuff myself. Like, even though I've made all these sounds and whatnot, like, it's still so much fun to start thinking about like firing these things off rhythmically and making these cuts and whatnot. And I think I tried this workflow in the past, and maybe my bases just weren't there, but I feel pretty comfortable at a point now where, you know, just looking at this fucking big giant screen in front of you, like the chops and the sounds and whatnot is there. It's just a matter of like the context, right? So I'm not saying that this is professional sounding or anything, but what I am saying is it's a lot of fucking fun to mess with. So there's that. Yeah, man. And also, hey, Sephro, guys, if you can, do me a favor. Sephro is another YouTuber. Stop it. Sephro is another YouTuber. I might have mispronounced your name. If I did, then let me know. Tell me how to pronounce it. But go give him a follow. He's not. I wouldn't say that he's a new YouTuber by any means, but he's definitely trying to get his subs up. So he's somebody that also makes halftime and stuff, and I would highly recommend that you guys go and check out his channel, because I lurk in there from time to time, and really nice person, and really getting up there with the knowledge based stuff. And even still, you know, if you like Halftime, like there's not a lot of us out here that are making content for Halftime and Neurobase and shit. So definitely check out his approach. I've watched a lot of his stuff and how he comes about bases and stuff, and it's very different than how I do things. So definitely get yourself up there and check out his take on stuff, because actually I think the way that he comes up with beats and stuff is very different as well. So like I'm very big on like, you know, like MPC swing, I just fucking botched that, of like nudging and off grid and time delays or track delay and blah blah blah, but it's still refreshing to see other people work differently. So you can just type his name in the chat and then go give him a follow. There's no reason not to. It's just more people that create cool content. So what was I doing? Yeah, so with that, we can load like a beat or something in here, and then we can chop that up for like extra. I hate fucking saying that. I hate the word chop. I hate that phrase, chop it up, but we can throw that into the sample pool. Do you have an MPC by chance, by the way? I'm curious. So now that we have that, we can go menu, we can go program, no, we go sample edit. I'm still deciphering the difference between the two, but if we can cut these up, go threshold, regions, oh god, maybe threshold, manual, undo, Jesus, that's a lot. Thanks, man. It's pronounced Sephiroth, but I love all the pronunciation of hearing so far. Sephiroth on YouTube, that's 5. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, of course, dude. Apologies, I missed the name of who you're recommending. Right above you, Sephiroth. So, yeah, do that. Why are there so many fucking slices? I want like 8, maybe. That's a lot. Okay, we can move that over. So like here, there's another one right there. Can move that one over here. There's one right there. I can do one right there. Do one right there, and then another one right there. So awesome. So now that we have that, now I think we go into program edit, and then I think that we want to change the pitch of this to, oh god, what have I done? Just pitch this up by like 7, and then now I think we go back into menu and go into sample. Okay, that didn't work, but whatever. Oh wait, I don't have to do that. I can just do this. Okay, again, I'm not as fast at doing this as I would like to be at, but it's getting there. So, new drum program. Now we go to program edit, menu, program edit. And then we go to our new one, wait, program 3. Hold on one second. We go to main. Program 3. Here we go. Now we go to program edit. Jesus Christ, dude. This is so much to remember. Samples. Global. Here we go. Love all the MPC sound samples. Big resource. I do have an MPC, but I haven't used it that much. I emulate the sample pad chopping with Ableton and Bitwig drum rack. Machine and samples. Same. Yeah, awesome. Followed. Love all the MPC sound sampling. Big resource. Yeah, it's just like I just wanted a different approach to the way that I work and stuff, and that's kind of why I came up with this pack. And there's just a ton of fucking content in here, really, but that's why I developed this, was because I wanted to be able to take my signature sounds. I say signature, I'm not that fucking special, but I just, you know, I am an artist, and that is my shit. So that's why I wanted to kind of just come up with my own material and then just like get to banging out beats and stuff and having fun. little thing right there. And what's even cooler is that if I hit stop, then that like can actually play through the whole chop, which is kind of fun. So now that we have something like that, though, we can kind of just come into this, and I definitely need to like make some presets for this because I'm not really happy with major, maybe pentatonic minor, Phrygian. Yeah, there we go. And then we can come into this, and like I'm trying to like be much more efficient at this now. I forgot which note I played. Oh, there it is. So yeah, I mean, in working with all this stuff, is there a way that I can like double tap that and reset it? Oh yeah, that works. You know, you gotta double tap, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, double tap. You gotta get that double tap, you know what I'm saying? Dang on the kango. So yeah, I'm just, my partner just walked in and we're fucking around, but yeah, now we can kind of set some modulation on this or something. Or maybe even do like a band pass and then kind of just play with I think this would sound way better if I had a sidechain or something, but you know, just as far as like sketching beats and stuff, like this workflow has been incredibly fun and incredibly easy. Maybe not easy, but it's been really inspiring to work with, right? To kind of just come up with shit and come up with these beat sketches and whatnot. And that is what, again, this pack is designed for. So I think we're probably going to wrap up soon. But I think what I'm going to do, just for the sake of the video, because I'm going to attach this to the link that I have for the purchases, I'm really just going to go through all the sounds and kind of, I'm going to go very quickly, but I'm going to kind of just go through all the sounds that I made and give somebody an idea about what they can expect if they're interested in this pack. And again, it's got all of the, we're not going to go through all the glitches because there's like 700 of them, but, or maybe I'll just kind of do a few of each one. But, about to send you some screenshots via chat. Dude, I'm excited. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, with this, I wanted people to know exactly what they're getting themselves into. And I think that this is something that anybody can use. It's got the waves. It's got the expansion that's built into this. It's got drum kits that's built in. So it's all ready to go. All you have to do is install it and, you know, do how you see fit. But yeah, I guess let's just start with some bass phrases and then. Yeah, just really cool shit. There's also some long cuts to chop through. And like I said, I didn't want to hold back on on the neuro bass shit because I really wanted people to have like some cool stuff to fuck with. Yeah, lots of cool bass stuff. Big old claps. Just big ass kicks. Snares. Lots of, just really punchy snares, some stick hits. And we've also got some custom kits, and then we've also got some some loops that I made. That one was really cool. So yeah, I also included just like some regular bells in C, just in case if you wanted some kind of instrument to work with. That's a kick. Lol. That was like one goof that I made in this. There's a couple of acoustic loops in here. Just very subtle, but it's something that you can chop in case if you want to, get some original character. And obviously these are from Superior Drummers, so they're turned down by quite a bit. Excuse me. And then I've also got a video on how to install.
Hello, and thank you so much.
How to install this stuff in case if you're having trouble. So, I mean, for anybody that's interested in this, it's on my website at alckemy.com. There's just a ton of shit in here that even just as a sample pack, I think is a really strong pack. And I put a ton of time into it. I made most of it on stream. But yeah, man, I had a fucking blast just coming up with beats and stuff today that I didn't make as many beats as I wanted to, but even still, it was really fun to just be like, oh, here's how this stuff works. And the big thing that I think I'm most proud of is that you don't have to do a ton of work to get this stuff working. You just play it and it goes. And it's automatically usable because I made everything so loud. Like it's already just pushed and limited and stuff, and you can kind of just have fun like banging out some of the stuff and like cutting up bass phrases and whatnot. And I'll probably do more in the future just because of how fun this is to do and how much I enjoy like coming up with beats and stuff like this. And maybe I'll turn some of these into a full tune. But yeah, my partner has a meeting in 10 minutes, so I'm not even going to stick around for questions. I'm going to run. And if you guys have any questions, then feel free to hit me up on the Discord or or anywhere really. Much love to you all. Thank you so much for coming in, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.